Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Gucci Mane, bricks.
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
For fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back, man. Another episode of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. Last week, Tonio, we said we were going to cover the college football playoff rule changes, and that's what we're going to start today's show off with. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Excited because it's a countdown. My dog will be in Virginia soon. We'll be doing this live and in person again. Y'all make sure y'all sticking around for that.
I feel like the only thing I'm worried about is because last time we did it, we had no practice run. There was nothing like when you came to visit, and we was just like, all right, what do we do? So it'll probably be that again. It's just because we've been doing it this way now, dude, for what, 3 years?
Yeah.
So yeah. I think it's crazy. I wish we kind of had the knowledge that we have now back then to kind of maybe make this one manifest a little bit better. But this time we're probably gonna have to get a real camera and see how
camera, more mics. A lot of stuff. But we're gonna set it up nice. I can't wait. I've been saving so we can set it up. I already seen the room where we're gonna be recording in before Billy, so that's dope.
That's true. Yeah. That first one on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you walk in. There's a lot of stuff we can do in there, bro. I like the way the room's set up. It's already set up for us to pod, bro. On a couch, so it'd be dope. Getting drunk and just passing out on that couch right after the pod go off. I'm not mad at that. And I
won't be smoking.
Yeah, because you're gonna be in the house.
You know, somebody told me maybe like 2 weeks ago, they had their new subscribers, so shout out to you. But they had told me, they were like, in the first, like when y'all were in the garage and you didn't smoke. And I was like, I would smoke before the show and then at the end. And it's just like kind of like where I'm at now. It's just kind of, hey, this is just a fun time or whatever. And I'm not saying that recording in the garage wasn't fun, but it was just like I didn't want to be disrespectful to anyone else because y'all don't smoke. So why would I just be smoking up in the garage while y'all are sitting there, you know? So anyway, things are coming. We got about it's just getting closer and closer. I finally had a sponsor reach out to me. I told him, I was like, hey, dude, I know it's 3 months before I'm coming to the boat, but I've never been to the boat. What am I looking for when I get there? And it was a second class, and he never sent me anything back because I guess they think I'm still CS2. CS2 Johnson, shout out to you, man. Hopefully you'll watch later. But it was so I sent him that message, and he didn't send me shit back. So he's probably like, dude, what the fuck, this bum.
Shout out to Medina.
What up, Will?
But yeah, Billy, the boat. We'll talk about that. Yeah. But Billy, let's get into it, man. So the CFP is transitioning to a new straight seed model for the 2025 season with the top 4 teams in the final rankings receiving first round buys. The top 4 conference champions receive buys at first, regardless of their ranking, right? And it was,
which is okay.
5 guaranteed spots still for the conference champions, but the top 4 teams is who it is. So we got a chance. Nah, not yet. It's gonna be a culture shock, Will, for sure. But the top 4 teams, and this is where it gets scary, Billy. Notre Dame could write their own ticket because they make their own schedule and be a top 4 team. All they got to do is not lose to who did they lose to last year? Northern
Illinois.
NIU? Yeah. So they lost to NIU last year. Probably counts they shit. I mean, they still got to the playoffs. Didn't they make the playoffs?
Went to the national championship, Tonio.
I'll be forgetting about Notre Dame.
Wait. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Ohio State beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So they can do it again, Billy, and we will see the same shit again. I don't think. Well, I can't lie. You know, I fucking hate Notre Dame. Shout out to Mitch, Frank, and Gerke.
Yeah.
Fuck Notre Dame, first of all. Say that, screaming that. But I don't want to see them. Billy, every time we've seen them in the national championship here the last few times, they done got their shit smacked.
Bowl games. They haven't even played well in the bowls that they've been in.
Smacked. And it's just, they're getting 5 stars now, 4 stars, but it's Notre Dame, dog. You're not getting the cream of the crop there. You're getting smart motherfuckers who know for sure. Now, they're not sorry. They good, but they know for a fact, like, I'm going to go look way better because I'm going to play NIU every year.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work out in the league, I have a fucking
degree from Notre Dame, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about. I mean, I respect it, right? They the top 14 they got there, but
sure.
A couple years ago, TCU was in the top 3, top 5, top 4.
Bad.
One of them years, who said that they were the co-national champions with Alabama?
UCF.
UCF was up there, Billy.
Yeah.
So.
And Notre Dame was ranked 7th in the. I just checked. Notre Dame was ranked 7th.
Yeah, but I mean, now that they know what it is, Billy, they right there on schedule every week.
Yeah.
So, what do we do? Tell me how you feel about it.
So the seeding absolutely needed to change. That was it. Boise State, and getting that first round bye. Arizona State didn't get the first round bye. So that was I was kind of okay with that. Hold on a second. Yeah, so Arizona State got that first round bye. There's Medina with the fucking UCF, you silly goose, golly. But now it's the best 4 teams are going to get the bye. It shouldn't be. Arizona State had no business getting that first round bye. They played Texas. They played out of their minds and still lost the game. Boise State, Penn State ran no blitzes, beat them soundly, and they didn't blitz. They didn't
blitz at all.
No, and I think that's a problem. And we even said it on the second week of the playoff. Like, where Oregon has to play Ohio State? Why? What the fuck happened? And don't get me wrong, Oregon still got slapped in the game, but they shouldn't have had to play Ohio State coming off a Tennessee win. And then I do have one more problem with it, Tonio, is the home games. So those first round buys are probably not good because you don't get a home game if you get a first round bye. I think the way to do it is how Ohio State did it: be the 5th seed and go in and you get a home game. You come off that momentum and you go to a neutral site game. This other team hasn't played in 3 weeks. You just played, so you got that little bit of rest and you played another team and then you go. So thankfully they are changing it. That is a good thing, right? We're both on that. And I do think that kind of cuts out the SMUs. You lost the ACC title game. Like, you shouldn't be in there.
But
you shouldn't.
But it's shit like you seen. What's Ohio State coach name?
Right Day.
Staying in the Big Ten should automatically get 4 bids. You see the SEC saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Like they want the SEC screaming for 16 seeds. Like, Billy, I'm telling, and I know you saying that's stupid, but money talk. Where your most money? What conference is making you the most money right now?
So making the most is the Big Ten. Yeah,
exactly. They say something, and then the second most is the SEC.
Yeah,
they say something. You gonna have to make them changes, Billy, because these little ass conferences, they not building your revenue. The SEC and the Big Ten is, so you're gonna have to listen to them.
And here's my thing with the small conferences, right? The Mountain West, that's where Boise State came out of. And for years, when the BCS era was happening, they were like, Boise State should have been in, and even in the 14 playoffs, TCU should have been in. No, they shouldn't have. They are not. I don't care. Your ranking in college football, I think you earn it, right? Remember, and I always go back to when Iowa was ranked 2nd. They earned that ranking. They were undefeated, There was 2 undefeated teams. It was and Iowa was one of them. You earned that 2nd seed. Now, when we get to the end of the year in the playoffs, I don't care if Indiana is undefeated again. I don't care that they're beating all these teams.
And that's so, Boise got in because of that Oregon game. They were so close. But I think that just tests the validity and proves the point of which conference is the most dominant, Billy. Oregon did beat Tennessee, right? But with a fucking freshman quarterback and shit, they should have won that game.
Yeah.
But I don't believe. I think if Alabama get in the playoffs, they make some noise, just a little bit.
If Ole Miss gets in the playoff,
we make noise. We make noise, Billy. I get it.
South Carolina would have gotten the playoffs. They would have made some noise.
They make noise, so it's the shit like that. But Oregon looked good because they were in the Big Ten. That's why I'm so skeptical about. I know the Big Ten is good, right?
Yeah,
but they top heavy, like they super top heavy. You really the SEC as of late. Like, way back when the LSU's, Alabama's, Georgia's, that was it. But now, Billy, like,
everybody is helping too, right?
You saw what now?
NIL is a big part of that. The transfer portal.
Exactly. So now, and that's where you gotta look at it. Like I told you, Vandy, they got that academic money. They gonna stay smart, so they gonna keep bringing in smart bread. Like Ole Miss, Mississippi State. I'm from the state. We don't have a professional team, Billy. All our revenue goes to those 2 teams. They're going to be able to get whoever the fuck they want from wherever the fuck they want. Whatever 5-star want the money, we got it. Ole Miss, bro. Lane Kiffin going around driving people around his Lamborghini. Come on, dog. We got it. I don't even know who the fuck coached Mississippi State because fuck Mississippi State, but I know they got bread because they're agricultural school. And Sorry, John. I don't know Mississippi State's coach. I really don't. But they got bread because Mississippi is an agricultural state. So they doing shit like Mississippi State. They branched off making bread. So they got money. Yeah. And you got to think of the revenue that we get from baseball because we good in that shit too. Both teams, Mississippi State and Ole Miss, good in baseball. So the money's going there, Billy, to get whoever you want.
Right.
Basketball team is even solid for the women's. So what I said that to say, like, dog, if the SEC Big Ten saying some shit, it's gonna change again. And I don't know how soon the changes will be made, but in this little article, it said a financial compromise will be discussed to ensure the top 4 conference champions, even if not the top 4 seeds, continue to earn the same revenue as before. So, Billy, it's a money game. Excuse me. So, I don't know. I think the people like to see the little guy get ranked up there to see what the little guy can do. But I think us as like football fans, like, dog, I kind of want to see a good natty. Like, we ain't seen a good natty in a while, Billy.
No, and even the TCU Michigan game, that was a good game to watch because Michigan was they were falling apart left and right, but they were still scoring on offense, and that defense was bad.
Yeah.
And then the Alabama Michigan game the next year was really, really good. Michigan got to the national championship against Washington. You could say it was good because it was closer towards the end, but that game was dominated by Michigan's offensive line. And this year, Ohio State, they were going to win within the first 5 minutes of that game. And
dominated.
That's where it becomes there's too many teams. And I was against 12. But even looking at the 12 team, Tonio, last year, and I know that I said it, and I'm a big SEC, hey, let's chill out on how great the SEC is. But you take out Clemson, they won the ACC, so they have to be in there, which is, again, silly. Arizona State won the Big 12, and they had to be in there for some reason, and they didn't belong there. Even Texas, the only school they played that was worth a fuck was Georgia, and they lost both of those games. And one of them was in the SEC championship game, and then they played Ohio State, and it was like, oh, we don't belong with Ohio State either. Texas has the money. I think Texas will be better, but they didn't belong. Clemson's crazy to be there. SMU had no business being in that game. As soon as they lost the ACC championship, they should have went down to like the 17th seed. Same thing with Indiana. Yeah, they blew people out, but the only good teams they played was Penn State and Ohio State, and they lost both of those games. They should have dropped way, 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 way far.
I'm telling you, man, they just like you, Billy. They gotta buy it realistically. And I know this kind of ass to say, and I don't care. The playoffs should be made up of Big Ten and SEC teams, and then maybe you get one ACC team. Maybe you get the Cinderella story. But bro, realistically, come on, bro. We gotta be real. We gotta let the big people go against the big people because that's good games, really. Like,
yeah,
bro. I don't want to see how Michigan or who played TCU and Georgia beat the dog shit out of TCU.
Let's say the frogs about, like, for the Horned Frogs.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of them. I'm talking about, like, it wasn't even close. They was doing whatever they wanted to.
That game was over in 30 seconds.
Yeah, like the Washington game. Okay, at the end, yeah, you can say it, but that offensive line, man, fucking what's his name got hurt, still had 100 yards. He got hurt again. The running back he still had a fucking 100 yards, Billy. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you fix it because, like, you still got teams like Notre Dame that will sneak in there.
So, with the changes, I do think, like you said, and I think the only way to really fix it, I'm going to say the term fix it just for right now. 4 SEC teams, for sure. 4 Big Ten teams, most years. But if you told me this year the SEC has 5 guaranteed spots and the Big Ten's going to have 3, I'm okay with that. And then, like you said, 1 Cinderella story, that makes 9. 10 for a big program winner, like a Boise State, one of those big winners, absolutely. And then it comes down to your, like this year with the Alabama, Ole Miss, South Carolina thing. 2 of those 3 teams are going to get in, and then and I know that you and I both argued that. You were arguing Ole Miss, obviously, and I was saying, Alabama should be in there and Ole Miss, maybe not South Carolina, but you had people arguing South Carolina, and all we're going to do is just keep saying, oh, well, we need more teams. And it's going to just water it down again. And the SEC and the Big Ten are going to dominate with more teams anyway. And it's just a big money pool. But I say maybe go down 10 and 4.
I think we should do an Elite 8, man. Just keep it sweet, short and sweet, Billy. Elite, because, all right.
Make the other bowl games matter, too. Those seats will be important because
now, bro, like, yeah, like you should definitely say, hey, the bowl game, you win your bowl game, automatic bid to be in the top 25 next year. Automatic bid to be in the top. Wherever you finish it, boom, your top 25 for next year, we'll rank you off of that. After these 8 teams, then we'll look at your bowl game victory. If you beat the shit out of them, hey, that's number 9 right there.
Yeah.
10, 11, like some shit like that.
And then, and this is something else too, and we're going to go in this with the NBA, so I'm just going to kind of wrap it up here. We as the fans too have put so much focus on the rings and national championships, and especially in the NBA, and that's where it's most prevalent. But it's leaking over to the NFL. It's leaking over to college football now, where we can't just have a good program anymore. You can't be in Iowa where you're finishing top 25, and Iowa fans are like, no, that's okay, right? That's no longer the statement anymore. It's over and done with. Penn State, all those years finishing in the top 10 even. And it's like, no, why can't James Franklin win a national championship?
And James Franklin is on the bubble, Billy, and take me to the motherfucking baseline. Because that's a great segue.
Nope, and you got it.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline!
Billy, James Franklin is on the bubble this year, but guess who got that bubble pop? Motherfucking Tom Thibodeau is out of New York after getting the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time. And get this, Billy, listen to me. 25 years, dog.
Yeah.
25 years. The first person to get you close to sniffing that motherfucker, y'all get rid of him. I just the culture is bad, Billy. And you said it. You said it was the Knicks.
Sorry, Will. Sorry.
He's a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
I apologize, bro. Because I ain't gonna shit on the Knicks. I am. Cat is soft. Cat is terribly soft. But you fired, bro. I don't know how James Dolan is the Jerry Jones of the NBA.
Yeah.
Or it's just
That's pretty close.
He just want to be talked about. He banned Charles Oakley. He got talked about. He ain't say nothing. He's the man, I wish I had that. Billy, I don't understand these franchises, right? And I told you, once Bill Belichick got fired, let go, that was gonna trickle everything, bro. The tenure for coaches, the only person holding on to a thread, and he probably gonna get let go because they haven't made any good moves. We'll talk about it in the football section. Is Mike Tomlin. Pop gone, Billy. Pop gone. Who has long tenure in the NBA? Eric Spoelstra. That's the only one. He's the who has been there, bro. You see Mike Budenholzer. He missed. He win. 2 years later, he gone. You just won a chip, and you go back to the playoffs, and you just get beat by a better Boston team. He out of there. The Nuggets, MVP 2 years in a row.
Should have been 3, but yeah.
Go back to win the finals. Mike Malone out of there. Right before the playoffs. Come on, man.
Nick Nurse won in Toronto.
Out of there.
Bruh.
Dwayne Casey in LeBron's East had Toronto as the number 1 seed for like 3 years in a row. Cleveland, if you remember, Cleveland was never the number 1 seed. Ever.
They beat that Atlanta Hawks team.
It was Atlanta Hawks and then Toronto.
Boston was number 1 of those years too.
Yeah, because of Dwayne Casey. Let go. Then they win after. Philly, I don't think there is no loyalty. There is no loyalty in any sport now. None.
And whose fault is it? Adam Silver's.
I keep telling you, man. I really don't, and I don't want us to get canceled, bro, because he's Jewish, man. But you was Jewish at one point.
Yeah.
So it count. But Billy is really is destroying the game. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I will tell you this. Everybody that thinks that this finals is gonna be ass, not true basketball fan.
Yeah.
Because like I told you earlier, and we off the Knicks. Rest in peace to the Knicks. They gonna be cooked next year. Sorry, Will. Everybody that saying this shit gonna be trash, not true basketball fans. And this is the reason I really want to see positional basketball with the exception of Miles Turner. But we about to see great defense, great offense. It ain't about to be just one super, because we got 2 on the rise stars right now on their way to superstardom. I ain't gonna give superstardom yet. Yeah, Will, you right. You right. I don't call them superstars yet, Billy, but next year they could be labeled as that with Tyrese Halliburton and fucking so it's good basketball, both sides. You're gonna see Chet, you're gonna see Miles Turner. Miles Turner is a big player for them. You're gonna see Obi Toppin, who came from New York. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be good basketball, Billy. Good defense. not a lot of what they're gonna call fouls, but I want to see how Indiana gonna play Shea because they call him a foul merchant. I don't know how true that is. He do go to the free throw line a lot, but James Harden did it, won an MVP. Nobody said nothing. I don't want to hear nothing because I think it's a special talent to get that many fouls called for you. That's
Dwayne Wade was the king of it.
Shit, James
He
Harden
probably started that falling into it. That James Harden took a life of its own.
Halliburton thinking he was that's the funniest shit I've seen recently in basketball. Bro got ready to walk up to
right up to Ernie. I got it.
Yeah, bro. Bro, do you not realize Pascal just dropped 30 plus in 4 games? You think it's you? Come on, dog. He was looking real Jason Tatum-ish when Jaylen Brown won it. You know.
No, and
I get it. Billy, if you play traditional point guard, you're not gonna get this award.
Nope.
You're not getting that, and that's what Hallie was doing.
But that's the thing, though, man. We just talked about it, right? Will just said it perfectly. It's ran by the players who makes the most. So Halliburton, with that, assuming because I'm the best player on the Pacers, I just get the award. And we've seen in the finals with Steph Curry, he didn't win a Finals MVP until KD both those years, and then
Andre
Iguodala, who held LeBron to a triple-double, he got the MVP because that's all LeBron could do. It was a triple-double. And
yep, you didn't let him get a quadruple-double MVP.
Good to go. Thank you for not, you know what I'm saying? But
you got to think about it, though. In that one, Dellavedova, that's his name.
Yeah.
Or Dellavedova. One of them. He was on Steph Curry ass.
Yeah.
He was on Steph Curry ass. So Steph wasn't really just light up. Of course, he's gonna have them threes that count, but he was on Steph Curry ass, dog. Like so, bro. He. I don't want like a Steph hater, but he really didn't deserve none of those MVPs until the one he got.
No.
Andre Iguodala held LeBron James. I mean, he averaged 34, 11, and 10 or something like that.
LeBron scored 44, 39, 40, 26, 40, and 32 in all this game.
Yeah, man. He ain't let him get 50 once.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's so wild. It's kind of crazy. But this is gonna be one of those cleanses. Like NBA gonna have a cleanse. Now their viewership might be down because, like I said, if you're not a true basketball fan, this ain't the finals for you.
Yeah,
like casuals gonna be like, ain't no stars. Because after you say Tyrese Halliburton and after you say Shea, then who you get? Chet. Ain't nobody watching the league for Chet. He missed that. He missed it. Getting hurt trying to play LeBron in the Drew League fucked him over for a year. Yeah. Like he had that. And now what's his name made it to the league, and now you got to bounce back. Number 1 pick. What was his name?
Who?
The white dude that went to Dallas.
That went to Dallas?
Yeah, that they just got in the draft. The dude from Kentucky. Or dude.
Cooper Flag?
Fuck. Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag in the league now. Thank you. Cooper Flag in the league now. Chet, there's no bounce back for you. It's over with. Like, they're going to be in Cooper Flag because he ain't hurt. I don't think Chet going to ever get to be that big name that he should have been. He going to turn in fucking Porzingis. Like, hey, we know you're a threat. We know you're a threat, but you got hurt that one time, and ooh, you here. The Knicks might make that trade for Cat for Giannis. Speaking of Cat, you brought him back up. I had to do you. I'm sorry, but this is your player right here.
SEC. SEC.
It's crazy because after all that, they took him off the court to put him even closer to the locker room.
Cameron Boyce and Karl Anthony Towns. Oh yeah, see.
Is it better?
Yeah, give it away.
Right. Karl Anthony Towns, baby. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my God! Be at a next level. Oh, Towns. Oh my God!
So I can't say that we're surprised about what's going on right now.
Oh my God! No matter. Are you serious right now, big dog?
Funny as hell.
Did you know I was gonna do it?
Bro, they asked me in media about you.
What? What?
They really did.
What the? Because outside looking in, like we was like, damn, it's total chaos in Minnesota right now. Like,
no, for sure.
It was.
That man fell right over me. You know, you ever seen that? A train ran over.
No
like,
grace.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, why did I do that?
Will,
I don't even know
Billy
what to
texted
say.
me tonight at won the game, y'all, and he was like, "You gotta start giving some respect." Okay.
So
all right.
Also, I want to talk now. Go back to Will's other comment about trading. So here's Wilson's comment, right? Knicks need to trade Cat for Giannis. These are the same fans that are gonna be like, Cat's a bum, Cat sucks, and then you think you're gonna get Giannis for this dude you think is a bum? Come on, this is the craziest.
I think
Nick logic. This Cowboys
I think
fan.
we'll see. See, I don't see they can get Giannis, but they're gonna lose Cat. They're gonna lose Josh Hart. They're gonna lose who
Mitchell
else?
Robinson.
They're gonna lose all of them. They're gonna lose all of that. So New York could just have Brunson and Giannis, and he'll look like he did with Dame. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, Will. But to talk more about this finals preview, Billy, the matchups, I want to see if Pascal can go back to getting this 30, if he can score this 30. That was dumb.
Nick's gonna Nick, man.
James Dolan. Shout out to him.
Is he the GM too?
I don't know. But until he get it right with Charles Oakley, y'all will be sorry for him. I think the matchup, though, Billy, who do you have and why is it OKC?
I don't have OKC.
There's no way on God's green earth you got the Pacers beating OKC.
I do.
How?
Rick Carlisle. He's been here before.
Great coach.
He was with the Mavericks when LeBron had the famous meltdown. The team was not better than LeBron's Miami team. It seems like it's all stacking up. A lot of times, especially too being in Dallas, I know that there was not a lot of people who thought Dirk was that as big a superstar as he was. It took Dirk winning that finals to be the superstar for everyone to finally agree. That fucking cat better not come in here. I'm gonna do what I want in my own time. So just you chill out. You've definitely changed because in the galley you don't give a shit how many times we go out there. So anyway, I like the Pacers. I just think I do wonder if the Thunder maybe have some kind of similar Miami meltdown and just kind of don't know what to do.
I mean, but Coach Dagnott been there before too, not on this level, but he used to being around winning. He was the student manager when Jim Calhoun won that 2004 championship. And then get this, his wife is a Oklahoma Sooners gymnastics coach. She went 33-2 this year and won a natty. So he know about winning. He around it.
Yeah.
And he had the league best team this year, Billy. I get it. He's talking about you picking the Pacers. I get it, Billy, but I just
Did you
think
pick the Pacers against the Knicks or no?
that's fucked up. I just think OKC will be too much for him. I really do. And it starts at that. I think Hardenstein gonna have the series he want to have. You know why? Because Miles Turner got to guard him. Well, that's a real fucking center versus Miles Turner, who should be playing center, but he like to shoot threes. Or Miles Turner gonna end up guarding Chet, and then they gonna go bucket for bucket against each other, and then they don't have bigs for it. Shea Halliburton coming into his own. He's not overrated like people said, but he's also not Shea. He's not the MVP, Billy.
Nope.
Shea is, and the only person in Shea's lead this year was the Joker. That's the only one, right? Well, there ain't no jokers. We playing they calling it the Corn Bowl because hey, we playing two small market teams, Billy. And ain't no superstar. And if anybody was a superstar out of them, I'm going Shea over Halliburton. And I'm not calling Halliburton ass. I'm just saying Shea did just win the MVP, and Shea been at 30 points.
He was close last year too.
Yeah, he had a better year last year, I thought. He was at Shea averaging 32 points this year. What you gonna do with that? Who matches up against Shea for Indiana? They gonna put Naismith on him? I don't think so. They gonna put Pascal Siakam on him? I don't think so. Because Pascal got to help with Chet.
Yeah.
Like, who gonna guard Jalen Williams? I just think
Pascal's been there too, though. Pascal's another guy who's been doing that.
He won one.
That's what I'm saying. Right? And he's and he was.
I mean, but he been there. But Billy, it don't matter because if LeBron was still there, Pascal was there when LeBron was there. And
but that's what I'm saying. He's played those bigger time players.
Yeah, but playing them and knowing what to do against them is two different things.
Yes,
I just don't think they match up. I don't. Like the best matchup on the floor for the Pacers at any given time is going to be whoever guarding Lou Dort. Everybody else, they outmatched. I mean, I don't know.
No, hey, we got 4 people in. Hey, give us your finals picks. Let us know who you got. You got the small market Indiana.
I got OKC in 6, maybe even 5, but I got them in 6 to get a Pacers 2 game.
Okay.
Just off of that fatigue that you're talking about, that I got over the hump. Because I just don't think, and the Pacers got there. Shout out, kudos to them because they did get there.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this matchup favors them at all. And we done seen matchups not favor them this whole series, and they prove people wrong. But I think that stops here.
No, and that's one of the Will C's. Because you're probably right. I'm not saying I would be astoundingly shocked if OKC rips them off in 5 quick, easy games. I wouldn't. But it just if I'm taking the pick, because I was silly and I said the Knicks in 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. So what do I really know? So I think I'm going against my own thought and just picking the Pacers just because I feel like OKC is going to win. But let's get a quick one, Tonio. If OKC wins the finals with Shai, right, does he become the best Thunder player ever?
Still don't think so, bro. I get it, bro. But it's hard. I know Russ get the disrespect. I might have said something about him being not doing shit for the Lakers, because he didn't, and that's people that don't admit that. They just want to be controversial and say some shit. But Russ there, I showed you the video, Billy. Russ gave us his all in OKC, like his all. But if you put the chip up there, the chip got so much weight.
That's all again as fans.
Yeah, it's got so much weight. But if you're doing that, Kevin Durant, he left, but he got 2 chips. They count. And he was there also. James Harden was there also.
But here's where it's going to be my favorite part is I'm going to go on all these Twitter message boards and I'm going to go to these blogs and I'm going to say that, no, Shy's the best player ever. I know Shy's just way cooler.
Okay.
But I'm going to go there and I'm going to be like, nope, rings, that's what matters, right? He's 1-0 in the finals. What is Kevin Durant with the OKC Thunder? 0-1, so he's worse. Is exactly what I'm going to say because that's the LeBron Jordan argument and that's where I'm going to go. That's my new thing, by the way, Tony, is taking every LeBron Jordan argument to make it sound, now you want to change the way you want to argue because Jordan was 6-0. Yeah, and that's just where we're at now. Let's take it off the baseline. We're going to talk a little bit of football. This show is going to be a little quicker, but we're going to get out of the baseline real quick.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline!
One more time, we got 3 people in. We really appreciate you guys watching. Will's been in, I think, the whole time. He's just been chatting us up. Appreciate that. But we got the 3 people in. Who's winning the NBA Finals? Let us know. Just so we can either call you out because you suck or give you your praises if you're right. But, Tonio, there's some trades going around in the NFL. Not yet, but they're the talks, and that's what's kind of a little more interesting about some of these.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to our picks of the division winners next week. We will do that next week for sure. A little bit of foreshadowing for you guys. But, Tonio, lot of trade rumors with Kirk Cousins, especially because Michael Penix is going to be the starter. Kirk got hurt again last year. All that money's due. But first, before I even get into the teams, do you think it is what the Falcons want to do is trade Kirk Cousins?
Do you think the Falcons want to trade Kirk Cousins?
That's what I'm asking you.
Fucking right. Yeah, I'm trading Kirk Cousins. I'm getting good shit for Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna get a second round for Kirk Cousins, dog.
I don't think so.
Because, Billy.
We got 6 people in. Hey, let us know what would y'all give up for your teams to get Kirk Cousins?
Billy, the Saints need somebody, anybody. I'm getting a second from the Saints. The way it's looking and the way Aaron Rodgers still playing games, I might get a second from the Steelers.
Yeah, I could. You know what? I could see that.
I get a third or a fourth from the Jets. Because as good as he's looked in the OTAs and shit, he got to prove it on the field.
Yeah.
So, what's his name?
Justin Fields is who you're talking about.
Justin Fields got to go prove it to me. But I got Kirk Cousins in the stable. Oh, man. All we needed was an active quarterback. We had the defense.
I've seen him do it.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't trash. He was seeing people that wasn't there because of the drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Bruh, I think you can get some shit for Kirk Cousins. Because Atlanta, what you need him. Like, Michael Penix just started. He looked good. So Kirk's not gonna get enough play. You gonna pay $50 million for a motherfucker to or $24 million for somebody to just sit there?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but the teams that are in the trade talks are the Browns, the Vikings, and the Steelers. So we already talked about the Steelers. The Browns, I don't see it. They drafted 2 quarterbacks. That's not what you're gonna do.
Can you trade somebody you just drafted? No? Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. You just have the rights to them. Y'all still doing your thing. Keep it up. Y'all mentioned the Premier League champions yet? Hey, Oliver, tune in next week. The first topic is going to be the Premier League champions.
What's up, Oliver? Can't wait till you get back so we go get some tacos, Brody. Hope everything going good down there. We will mention it next week. First thing. The Browns, all right, and we'll talk about them in a minute. I can see them doing this shit. Because like if you're there in the trade talks, it's one or two things for me. The NFL telling them, hey, don't make Shador look better than he is, gotta prove a point. Or Joe Flacco is looking real old at camp.
Ooh, yeah, probably.
but he's 40.
Yeah.
My dog.
Oliver, we appreciate your support so much, man. Thank you.
Shout out to my dog, Oliver. So I can see it. Who the Steelers? They have nobody. Aaron Rodgers ain't said nothing. He's playing the same game he was playing with the Jets.
But he was actually on the Jets, though. That's the thing. Hey, dude. Welcome in.
Aaron? I seen Aaron at you look like you've been having fun at life, dog. I'm happy for you.
Every time I text him, dude, he's always doing something so cool, and I'm sitting at the house.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, bro. Shout out to you. Fuck Ohio State, but shout out to you. Yeah, saw the Madden cover. Saw Saquon on there. Fuck, I hope. I don't even care. If Saquon get hurt, the Eagles still good. It don't even matter. It don't matter, bro. I hope he get hurt. I hope he break the Madden curse, but it don't matter.
I did see shout out to Bleacher Report. They did the behind the scenes of the picture for the Madden cover, and it was just Saquon just jumping over the same guy like 70 times until they got like the right one. I thought it was so cool. But I'm also curious, like, why would you have to do the same setup? Just take the fucking picture from what already happened. You could save so much money. There's a million angles of that thing. Just take the fucking picture, put it like I could do it. I could screenshot it and be like, oh, got the Madden photo. Good to go. EA just wants to spend bukus of money because they're getting bukus of money. Love you too, man. Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna retire.
Love you too, Bodie. Aaron Rodgers getting out of there, Billy. I was gonna say that. I think he just gonna, bruh. He got to do it more dramatically than Derek Carr did it. Aaron Rodgers is gonna retire and he's gonna go be with Pat and the boys on the Pat McAfee show. That's what's gonna happen, Billy. Like Aaron Rodgers don't give a fuck about football. He know he's cemented. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he's never winning another chip. Like, you're not catching up with none of these top quarterbacks. You in your own realm.
Yep.
Shout out to my dog Eric Rogers. Shout out Eric. Shout out Marathon. My dog said that Aaron Rodgers is one of the best throwers of the ball we ever seen. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. I can't take that from him. But he's also the best loser of playoff games that we've ever seen as well. And that's from a top quarterback. I mean, other than Drew Brees. Drew Brees lost a lot as well. But dog, what does Aaron Rodgers, what does Aaron Rodgers gain? What does fucking Joe Flacco gain? Joe Flacco had the greatest Super Bowl run in history. I don't know if that'll change no time soon, Billy. I'm getting out while I can because you gotta play defenses where motherfuckers. Phillip Rivers lost a lot. Bro was just winning off the field with his wife.
Yeah. Bro, he did beat Peyton Manning one year. That was a big year.
Yeah. And then lost to Tom Brady. So it's just like, all right, I feel so bad for Phillip Rivers because it's like, bro, if you beat Brady or Peyton, then you got to worry about the other. Yeah. There's no rest. And then at one point it was Brady, Peyton, Roethlisberger. Fuck. Yeah. Then at one point it was Brady, Peyton, Roethlisberger, and Favre with the Jets. It's like,
yeah. Aaron says he's probably a first ballot Hall of Famer. He has nothing else to prove. Going to go live with his new girlfriend and just ride off into the ayahuasca sunset.
That's all I'm saying.
No, and here's the thing too. I think Aaron I understand you.
Hey, Will, you shut your horrid mouth, all right? You don't talk about no old Miss alum like that. Fuck Eli though, because he beat the Patriots. We'll talk about this next week, but fuck him. But don't talk about him because he's from Ole Miss first. But fuck him.
Quick answer, so we do answer the fans on the show. Quick answer: no, he's not overrated. He's perfectly rated for what he was. Now, Tonio, I do want to say with Aaron Rodgers, he needs too much attention. I don't think this is the year he he retires.
He not gonna get. He don't get the attention, Billy. You know where you get the attention. You be with the second best host on ESPN, Billy. That's what you do.
Is with Pat McAfee, absolutely.
You do that, all you do is go talk your shit on the Pat McAfee show because that's what you can do there.
Yeah,
like we seen the greatest basketball player of all time talking shit, even out at the NBA about it being rigged. Yeah, Cleveland just happened to get the number 1 pick when I was there. Come on, dog. Yeah. He said that shit on the Pat McAfee show. Was it redacted? No, because Pat don't give a fuck, and ESPN need that because Fox was kicking their ass when Skip and Shannon was there, like kicking their ass. Well, you go get somebody like Pat McAfee, he just off the leash, and he got somebody to be off the leash with him. Aaron Rodgers gonna say what the fuck he want to too. So, Billy, there's nothing else to prove. Why risk barely walking this shit? I know what they chasing because they was in the same class with him, but let it go. None of y'all never gonna catch up to Tom, bro. And I ain't even about rings. You just not.
No,
you not, bro. The only person had a chance, and I think this year falling off probably changed his trajectory was Pat Mahomes. So if that's what Aaron in it for, because Tom probably had a bigger ego than him, and he was just like rich with his ego. It wasn't abrasive. It was kind of smug.
Yeah.
I just know I'm better than you. I'm gonna beat your ass. It don't matter. You're never gonna catch up with me. But I know Aaron Eagles.
The analyst not signing those NDAs is kind of crazy. You know, hey, this is what's going on at Fox. This is what's going on at ESPN.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, which is weird. But I think Aaron Rodgers leaves a lot of teams high and dry. And like Aaron said, he go get the ayahuasca. My fault. Ayahuasca sunset. He get high. He go see Slender Man. And bro gonna get into politics and not just run for shit. He's just gonna talk about it. On social media. Or he gonna be on the Pat McAfee show where he can talk about whatever the fuck he want in football.
The Pat McAfee is gonna have a response team like the Daily Show. That's gonna be Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't know if I like this. And then that's gonna be cool. All right, let's go. We'll pick these ones up a little fast. We're gonna try to keep it under an hour, about an hour this week, Tonio. All right. Trey Hendrickson, he's been in the news a bunch. The Bengals not talking to him, not wanting to do business. I know I'm hitting Aaron where it hurts, but you got to trade him, dude. You don't want to pay the guy, trade him. See what you can get. With Trey Hendrickson, he's played just as well as TJ Watt, but his name doesn't carry as much weight because he's not with the Steelers. Trey Hendrickson is doing just the same, if not a little better than TJ Watt. And the teams that we got are the Colts, Bills, Lions, Commanders.
I'm getting a premier offensive lineman for it. I don't even care about defense if I'm the Bengals. Dog, I just want Joe Burrow to be able to sit in the pocket for at least 3 seconds. We seen what happened when he can, Billy. And they were sorry. But he went to the Super Bowl his second year in the league.
Yeah.
Get him protected. Let's see what he do. Let's see him healthy for one season. I'm making a trade.
That's asking him to put up a lot of points, though, man.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He could do it. We wasn't he the number 1 rated college team ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put up points, but and then you got Jamar Chase, you got fucking who's on the other side? Jamar Chase,
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, 2 wide receiver number 1s on your field.
Yeah. The Masked Man, dang cussing. I'm out. I'm sorry, the Masked Man.
I apologize, Brody.
That's how people talk. Sorry. I've been getting better though. You should have been here fucking 2 years ago. Would have been way worse, Masked Man. But we appreciate you watching though for at least a little bit. Yeah. Charles Barkley called the NBC bums because Perkins only talks about LeBron and Curry. I did see that.
I want to see them fight.
I think Charles Barkley would fuck him up.
I don't know. Kendrick Perkins look like he about 420. All he got to do is follow on Barkley. That picture of him just standing there with his stomach out. Oh, man.
Well, Charles, I can see it. Now, the Trey Hendrickson thing, I think the Commanders, if they can figure out a way to go get him, man, that team is looking real good and they're trying their best to win the division. They're not trying to just be as good as Philly. They're trying to be better. So I can see this being a big time trade. They're not looking for draft picks. They got the team now.
Yeah. I don't know, Billy. I'm going for offensive line, like I said.
I'm with you. We got two more guys, Tony, then we can wrap it up. Jalen Ramsey is in a trade talks. Also, said that crazy shit about I want to go to a winner. Right after Tyreek said the same thing, and then Jalen just didn't walk his comment back like Tyreek did. But the teams looking at him right now are the Rams and the Panthers. I think the Panthers could be scary.
Panthers was in a segment we'll do next week about top 5 teams that could be good, better than they will be better than they were. They need a vet presence like him over there, right? Because that offense is gonna look way better because they got offensive linemen and now they got all them receivers for Bryce Young to get the ball to. And like, yeah, I was gonna say that, bro. Tua is like one push in practice away from slobbing for the rest of his life. I just don't. I'm not mad at him, bro. Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. And really, defensive players are only getting stronger and faster, and especially on that defensive line. And you think they're gonna be like, shit, he was already hurt. Let me not hit him. They gonna try to see which one of them can fuck him up the fastest.
Right. And I did want to address the fans in a little bit of this because I've seen a lot of hate. Hey, we appreciate the 5 people looking in right now. Hey, who is the best trade target this year for right now? And then give us your NBA Finals picks so we can make fun of you later. But the fans that are sitting here like, he's getting paid. He signed a contract. He needs to be there, blah, 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 blah. No. You can quit your job anytime you want. You're not just pigeonholed to the same job. You can quit, move, and get on with your life. But in the NFL, we're acting like, they're supposed to be here, blah, blah, blah. Just because you stayed in your hometown and you just fucking sit there and you haven't been anywhere else except bumfuck whatever, wherever you're from, and that's your team, and you think everyone should stay loyal, fuck that.
Bumfuck Arlington, Texas.
Well, Arlington's not really bump. There's a fuck ton of people in Arlington. It's not bumfuck.
Yeah, but they're Cowboys fans, so that makes them bump.
If you said like Permia or something, like, yeah, okay. You said San Angelo. Yeah.
It don't matter. Whoever Cowboys fans, they bumps.
Appreciate that one like, whoever that was. Thank you. All right, Tonio. Last guy. Johnny Smith. Now, I know you got some ties because the Patriots paid him a lot of money and he did not do what he was doing in Tennessee. And then when y'all let him go, he goes to Miami and kind of balls out. We were just talking shit about Miami. He balled out. But they're in the talks with the Steelers. And I don't understand why, because the Steelers have Freiermuth and they just drafted a guy, huge dude out of Georgia, Darnell Washington. So why would you make this trade?
I don't know. Fuck this dude because he was ass for us. Like, it don't. Yeah. Fuck this dude, bro. I don't know. I think, are they doing an overhaul? Like, are they trying to get ready to, like, are they prepping for the future? I don't know, bro. What you think? I don't know. So, I don't understand it.
Neither do I. But I have this rule with the good teams. When they're doing something, it's for a reason. The Steelers aren't the Browns. They're not the Knicks who are just out here just whatever. No, there's a reason they're doing something, and I don't know if they see something or Arthur Smith sees something in them, and because he was the offensive coordinator with Jonnu Smith in Tennessee, so maybe he knows how to use them better, and he was pretty good in Tennessee, but injuries and a little bit of inconsistency.
Well, his agent came out and said he wanted to stay in Miami.
But I'm saying if Miami doesn't want him, and they would rather get a draft pick,
wouldn't they want him?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is that's where it gets weird, because if you tell me, give me Jonnu Smith And if I'm the Steelers, give me Johnny Smith.
Billy, you know what? You know what he did for Miami this year? What he did there? Off the top of your head?
He was really
You
good.
know what he did? He broke the team record for receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns for a tight end. And guess what else he was?
Really? Over McMichael? That's weird. Okay. I didn't know that.
Guess what else he did? What else he was, Billy? He was the team's only Pro Bowler.
Oh, shit. I didn't know. Oh, Tyreek was hurt this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know that. No.
And, bro, he went to school at FIU. So he wanted to be in Miami, bro. Like,
okay.
I don't. Maybe Tua can't see a tight end.
So Miami's like, no.
Yeah. Nah. I don't know. It got to be something crazy. I don't know, Ben. I don't know, because we can get into a tangent and we'll be over.
Yeah. No, and this is the perfect place to end the show. We covered a bunch of stuff within this 1 hour. We got the 5 people listening in. Hey, let us know what you guys want to hear next week. We're starting this another new thing where we're talking about what y'all want to talk about on the next week's episode. So the 5 people listening in right now, make sure you tune in next week, and we're going to cover the Premier League. We're going to talk about
starting off with Liverpool. We're going to talk about Liverpool for sure.
We absolutely are going to talk about Liverpool. I will say, as soon as you said Liverpool, 2 people left out. So Oliver, I just want to let you know, almost half the audience doesn't want to hear it, but we're still talking about it. I don't care. We'll talk about Eli Manning being overrated, and we're going to talk about who's going to be in a better position this year than they were last year. That's what Oliver. Thanks for being in.
We still going to talk about it.
Still, I don't care. Yeah, those 2 people fucking.
We'll talk about games 1, 2, and maybe 3 of the finals.
I don't think it'll be 3 by next week.
Okay, game
Thursday, Sunday. Oh shit, it'll probably be on when we do it. Or Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, maybe.
Yeah.
Hating because they ain't us. Exactly. Peanut butter and jealous.
Shout out to you, Will.
Yeah, appreciate you being in the whole time, man. Jesus, I don't even know what I'm going to talk to you about work tomorrow because we just did the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
all right, man.
Yeah.
You got anything to say?
Yeah, we're going to set it off with that. Shout out to everybody who was in here. Shout out to Will, Ali, everybody, whoever the masked man was. And everybody who's in here, man. Hey, keep sharing, and subscribing. And yeah, we'll be back with another banging episode next week.
Appreciate it. Oh shit.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick shots with Billy Antonio.
Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.